Esther Ukbong. I come here to thank the Lord of this commission, because since we came in contact with this commission, the Lord has been so faithful to us. First of all, I want to thank God for my husband. For over 10 years, my husband has not been in church. And I want to thank God because it has been my earnest desire that the Lord should bring him to his knee. And today, he's in church. That is one. I thank God. I also want to thank the Lord God Almighty. Some days back in my life, I used to have pains in my breast, my right breast, and I didn't go to hospital. Actually, I was trusting God. One day I was watching a program, a man of God was preaching, and he said, if you're there watching me, lay your hands where you are sick. So I laid my right hand. I went into trance. I saw myself, the way I relaxed on my bed, the other body was standing watching me. I was like, I'm too. Then the fire was burning that breast. And I want to thank God from that day, the thing disappeared. Thirdly, I want to thank God for my daughter. My second daughter graduated and she went for camp, came out of camp, was to start her service. The devil afflicted her with seizure disorder. That seizure disorder took her life 2 times. 2 times she was dead. And when she came back, she said she saw Jesus. Jesus brought her back to life. We had done MRI, we have done ECG, we had done EGG. There was nothing on that test until God revealed to us that it was an affliction. Our neighbor brought us to this church when we were in Area 1, and we started coming. The day we came, the first day, Pastor was preaching was about to say a word, and then I heard it come out from my daughter, liberation, and Pastor too said, liberation. And I thank God that seizure disorder took her life. Then we started coming to church. God has removed all the venom, because she had a dream that a python beat her in the bush and puts a venom in her. That thing started affecting her. I want to thank God that today she is free from it. I also want to give God the glory to confirm that testimony. She was also afflicted with PID. There were 2 important things. And that PID, as I kept coming to church, one day I was here, a lady testified of deliverance from PID, and I key into it. So when last week I was in the house, I saw Daddy. It's like Daddy was going on vacation, Christmas vacation with his family and the children. So people were following him to pray for them. So I followed, and I saw one of my neighbors that brought us here, and we followed. So he started praying for people, and then he looked at me and said, woman, have you been attended to? I said, no, sir. He said, what is the problem? I said, sir, my daughter was afflicted with seizure disorder, and we have done MRI and ECG and EGG, and there is nothing in the test. He now said, call one of his aides. I said, bring me that spray, like a spray, hair spray. The can is like as long as that. He called her and sprayed it on her, all over her, and then looked at me. I was wearing a dirty cloth. He sprayed the spray on me and said, it is done. And he went for that vacation. And to confirm that dream, my daughter day before yesterday told me, Mommy, it is done. Okay, sorry. Pastor now told me, go and pick that pant. Like her pants was afflicted for that PID. He said, go and pick that. Go, that pants, pick it. And I picked it. Yesterday, 2 days ago, she now told me, Mommy, that dream is confirmed. That dream you heard about Pastor, that God took her to show her who stole her underwear, and she went to the lady was pregnant. She looked at the lady and said, why did you steal my discharge? You are the one that stole my discharge. The lady said, I'm sorry, Vivian, I needed to give birth, and they said if I don't, because I cannot give birth, they said I should come and steal someone's discharge, and it was your own that I stole. So she looked at her and said, so me, I will not give birth. You will give birth. I want my discharge right now. The woman said, I can't give you. She said, if you don't give me, I'm going to kill you. So the woman was scared, and she brought the discharge in a sack bag like this and gave it to her, but went and reported her to one big huge witch. And the woman told her, you are afraid of Vivian? I am not afraid of Vivian. Let's go. And they came and met her, and actually that the woman was giant, and she was like a little scared. The woman said, you give her back the discharge. She said, I'm not giving her. I didn't steal her discharge. It is my own, and I'm not going to give it to her. And the woman said, and the woman did her like this, and she could not move because she wanted to run. When she could not move, she now splashed the discharge on the ground. And the woman asked the girl to go and pack it, but the girl was following the woman. So she mixed it up with sand. She mixed it so that she cannot carry it. I want to thank God because it's a confirmation of deliverance. I thank the God of this commission. I bless God for everything.
Give the Lord a big clap and a shout of praise.